So now Elon is making it impossible for you to not see him on Twitter. We are now under the rule of people who can just not accept the fact that some people just don't like them. That's what we're dealing with now. We're under the rule of people who just like. It's one thing to not fit in. It's another thing to try to force people to let you into the club. What did Duke Dennis say? If you weren't invited, don't ask to go. Don't ask to go. Elon obviously doesn't understand that, and now he's saying that the ban function, the block function on Twitter has now met its end. You can no longer block people on Twitter now, according to Elon Musk. That's over with. It's done. How is it going to work? How is this going to function? Well, let's see what Elon and his homeboy Nima Auji have to. I don't even know who this is. Who is this? Who are these people? Let's see the conspiracy that's going to force us to see what Elon has to say. So Nima, Elon's new homeboy, not sure when they met or how they met, but they seem to be buddies. Nima says, breaking, X is about to remove the current block button, meaning that if an account is public, their posts will be visible to the blocked users as well. Here's what Elon then says. High time this happened. That sounds, though, these are the words of a man who is personally invested in this new feature. Come on, y'all, let's keep it 100. These are the words of a man who is personally invested in this feature. Why do we even have to pretend otherwise? Why? Why even pretend otherwise? These are the words of a man who clearly has been thinking about this for quite some time. I'm not liked enough. How do I become more liked? Do I act less weird? Do I apologize for threatening to impregnate Taylor Swift? No, absolutely not. In fact, we're going to ramp it up a bit. I'm going to force people to see what I have to say. The block function will block that account from engaging with, but not block seeing the post. How convenient for Elon. So let's say you're a militant Swiftie. Let's say you're about that life. Let's say you stand on business. Okay, let's say you're ready to crash out on Twitter about Taylor Swift, right? So you're a Swiftie, militant Swiftie. Let's say you've blocked Elon, but somehow his crazy tweet about T-Swizzle has entered your feed. Somehow you've caught wind of the fuck. Somehow you have seen it. You've seen the disastrous event everyone else is talking about. You now see it before your eyes, right? I want all of y'all to just imagine you're like a white woman. You're about that life. You're a Swiftie. You're not playing about T-Swizzle, and you happen to see his crazy ass tweet, right? You blocked him though. You blocked him already. Elon's been blocked. You shouldn't be able to see this, but now it's upon your feed. And now you want to give him a piece of your mind, right? Now it comes across your feed because Elon has forced you to see it. You have to see what he has to say now. Even though you've blocked him, you must see what he has to say. So then it begs the question like, okay, well, if I have to see what you have to say, surely I could be able to send you an FU, SMD, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from New York. Like, I should be able to do something. If you're going to force me to see what you got to say, you're effectively not even blocked. You are effectively not blocked. I should not be able to see your posts on Twitter. That's why I blocked you, right? I'm now seeing your posts. If I'm being forced to see what you got to say, and I'm this NPC, not NPC, but I'm this Swiftie, you know, randomly generated Swiftie on the map, and I'm on my phone, and I know I blocked Elon, but now I'm forced to see what he got to say. I can't even I can't even like talk my shit. I got to just see the shit. Even though I blocked this nigga, like, Elon, what are you doing? Elon, let me break this down to you, bro. It's like Duke Dennis said, in the wise words of Duke Dennis, if you weren't invited, don't ask to go. This is a lesson we all, some of us, learn in life. Some of y'all were the cool kids who were always invited. Salute to you. But many of us learn this lesson growing up. If you weren't invited, don't ask to go. Elon, not everybody wants to be your homeboy. Not everybody fucks with you. Not everybody likes you. And that's okay. That's the beauty of being a human being, is you got ops and you got allies. You got people who like you, people who don't like you all that much. You got people who really, really love you and people who hate you. That is the beauty of life, is the fact that not everybody's the same. Everyone's going to have differing opinions about you. Elon apparently can't accept that. He wants you to be forced to see what he has to say, even if you block him and you can't say anything to him. In order for you to say something to Elon like, hey, hoe-ass nigga, blah, 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 you have to unblock him. Why can't he just accept the fact that some people don't like him? And the reason why I keep repeating this is because the narrative, and I went to white people Twitter because I lurk, you know what I'm saying? I went to white people Twitter to see what were they talking about, what's going on with the white folks, what are they saying? Here's what they said. This is what I heard. I went behind, you know, not enemy lines, but, you know, adjacent lines, see what they got going on over there on that side of things. And they're saying that Elon is like, everyone's just blocking him. In fact, if I scroll right here, and this is probably the work of the white community, shout out to y'all, it says block Elon. And it said this before he tweeted this, by the way. It said they were already forming up like Voltron to block him before he tweeted this. Elon Musk, in a response to people being sick and tired of seeing what he has to say, which I've never been ecstatic to see him across my feed in my life. Elon Musk, in a response to people deciding they just don't like him, his response to that is, you're going to have to see what I have to say anyways. He's going to force himself on us. Pause. But I don't know how else to say it. We can't even block it. We can't even block this nigga, because if I block you and I still got to see what you got to say, that's not a block. Bro, we got to talk about Trump and Elon not being able to just accept the fact that everybody ain't gonna like him, bro. Elon in particular, Trump seems to be a little bit better at this than Elon, but Elon just has to, bro, you 50-something years old, you own rockets that are supposed to be going to Mars sometime soon, you own one of the most successful automobile companies in the world, you own Twitter. What more do you want? You're a billionaire. I hear you got multiple baby mamas. You're rich. You're living that lifestyle. Apparently, I mean, you got everything. What more do you need? And you have fans. You got 11,000 likes. I don't know how much of these are bots. You got 11,000 likes, 10,000 shares or whatever this is, retweets or shares or whatever, 5,000 comments. People seem to like you. What's the problem? You can't have it all, bro. Like, you can't have it all. You absolutely cannot have it all. And it would be far more cool and interesting if you were like, yeah, some people don't like me, but it's all good. I just want to make Twitter a nice space, which you're not doing, by the way. If you were like, guys, I just want Twitter to be a free speech space. I'm going to work with the authorities to make sure nothing too crazy happens here, but carry on as usual. We're just going to have a little bit more fun than last time. You couldn't do that. Instead, you bring about and join in a wave of anti-Semitism. If your free speech takeover had brought about this, but you didn't jump in and join it, I could be like, you know, sad to see it happen, but glad Elon's taking a stand. You didn't. You joined in, then Ben Shapiro had to drag your ass to visit history and remember what these kinds of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories lead to, because apparently somebody in his 50s forgot about the Holocaust. Somehow you managed to do that. So Ben Shapiro had to re-educate your ass. Then what else? Anti-blackness is at an all-time high on Twitter. Anti-Indian rhetoric, misogyny is everywhere. And it's just like, this is what you've brought about, bro. This is what you've managed to, and you've joined in. This is a crazy part. You're retweeting 4chan like pseudoscience, bro science about how only high testosterone men should lead the country. I've seen you jump, Elon. I have a video on my channel of you jumping in the air. You jump like this. I've seen you. We have the video. You jump like this. How are you going to determine what a you're not high testosterone. You're not, G. You're just a dork. Not because you're a smart nerd, but because are you smart though? I don't know if you're smart. Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know what you've got going on up here, but it's not intelligence. You're a dork. You're not in the position to decide what a high testosterone leader is, but if anybody had more tea than you, it's probably Kamala Harris. this is not the guy. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like even Trump is more likable than you. Like at least Trump owns the fact that people don't fuck with him. You're just a dork, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, actually, that's not entirely true because, well, Trump is back. Here's a funny thing: Trump is back on Twitter, but for multiple reasons, he refuses to return, probably because of his ego. But like, bro, the point still stands. Elon Musk is just a fucking disaster. This is like, bro. At this age, with how many things you have in life, you should be so at peace with yourself that people on the internet not liking you should just be one of those things you just, it is what it is. You got mad kids, mad baby mamas, mad money, mad accomplishments, mad everything. What else is, like, why do you need people to see what you have to say? There's literally no explanation for why it's high time this happened. Why? For what purpose are you going to stop people from being able to properly block someone? At this point, y'all, we might have to just move to Threads. Seriously. We might have to just move to Threads. That new version of Twitter they made on Instagram, that might be, I'm gonna keep it 100. That might be where we gotta go. I don't know what else are we gonna do? What else are we going to do? What's the next step? Seriously. I genuinely don't see an alternative. We got to go to Threads, bro. We're about to be we about to be refugees. We're literally Twitter refugees at this point. We got to flee to somewhere safe because this ninja is in charge. Just doing dumb shit. It's literally just his toy. It's just a toy to him. He has no concern or respect for the damage he causes on a day-to-day basis at all. Literally not a single care in the world. He's literally he's George Soros if George Soros was nosy as fuck. Like, just saying dumb shit all the time. Just typing all the money. At least George Soros don't have to shut up. You're always talking. He's literally the right-wing George Soros. He's funding everything, like, constantly, like, all up in the videos. Like, bro, like, I'm tired of this thing, man. I'm gonna say it. We gotta flee from Twitter. It's time to flee from Twitter. We need to flee to Threads. I've said it, bro. We gotta go to Threads, bro. We gotta go back, bro. I miss when Twitter was just funny ass jokes and the occasional crazy moment, but we all moved on and kept making memes and acting a fool. Now it's insane. Now misinformation that can actually cause damage to the world is just like enabled. Racist platforms have been bolstered and strengthened silently behind the scenes, boosted by the algorithm. I don't know if you guys saw that video recently by D'Angelo. I see no last name, but his name is just D'Angelo. This dude did a whole breakdown on how Twitter is just inundated with right-wing content, and it just floods you with stuff, even if you're not actively. And bro, I was saying it, bro. Why is it that when I go on Twitter, despite the fact that I don't follow these right-wingers, I'm just being inundated with anti-black content, anti-Jewish content, misogynistic content? I'm sitting there and like, how am I seeing this? I don't follow these people. Why is this on my feed? And now I understand. So shout out to D'Angelo because he put it into perspective. I was low-key scared to say it. Shout out to D'Angelo because he put it into perspective. I was low-key scared to be the one to be like, guys, like, Elon's kind of like forcing content on us we don't want to see. Because like the last guy who did that got humiliated by Elon and the entire right-wing media. I didn't want to be the one to crash out without proper evidence. But he came through for everybody. So shout out to him. BreadTube, you know, they have their moments, you know what I'm saying? So this is Elon's new crusade. It's forcing y'all to see what he got to say. Because trying to force a baby into Taylor Swift wasn't crazy enough for him. Now he finna, this nigga, you know, bro. That's Elon. That's Elon for us. This is yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is the craziest time. Yo, whoever is writing humanity's story, you're crazy. You're crazy, but you're thinking about people like me. You're thinking about content creators when you write the storyline because this is crazy. This is crazy. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.